Not all spending is created equal, and once you see the difference, the whole way you think about your finances changes. Today, I'm going to show you the simple way to tell the difference between your fixed versus variable expenses can totally change how you budget and the money you get to keep. And if you want to be able to quickly see where your money is really going, make sure you download my free checklist for financially empowered women. The link is in the description below. So why do we even to know the difference between fixed and variable expenses? Because when you're able to understand the difference, you stop feeling out of control and can actually steer your finances to where you want them to be. So let's start with our fixed expenses. These are the expenses that are predictable. If you're someone that does not like surprises, fixed expenses are for you. They show up pretty much the same every month. So we're talking about things like rent, your car payment, subscriptions you may have. These are pretty boring expenses, and that's actually a good thing. So you may be someone that thinks that your rent is totally ruining your budget. That's what is responsible for making you feel like you're broke every time you get your paycheck. But maybe once you map out all of your monthly costs, you find out that those sneaky annual subscriptions like fitness apps or yearly identity protection renewal were all quietly piling on. But once you list these expenses under fixed, the surprise factor when these come up for renewal vanishes because you're actually accounting for them each month. And when you plan for them all along, it takes away that annual panic feeling when the expense hits your account. So let's talk about variable expenses. These are the expenses that bounce around. Some months it could be really tiny. Other months you may want to cry when you see the amount. So these expenses could be a lot of the fun things that you do, nights out with friends, travel, entertainment, shopping. It can also be unexpected expenses that is really hard to plan for. An unexpected car repair, an unexpected house expense. They seem to come out of nowhere, and a lot of times it can be for a large amount of money. So sometimes when you make great money, but your bank account feels like a roller coaster, those variable expenses could be the culprit. So maybe you might think that your bills are the problem and that is why your bank account doesn't look how you would like it. But when you get down into the details and look at your expenses, you may find that those spontaneous Target runs, happy hour with friends, and last minute event tickets all add up, and they add up fast. So once you have that information and know that about your financial situation, you're able to take control and budget and have a fixed amount for these fun expenses that you want to spend each month. This makes those variable expenses a little bit more stable and not so much of a surprise. So fixed expenses are easy to plan for, but variable expenses can be more of the, oh my goodness, where did my money go type of expenses. So you want to get clear on your fixed expenses each month and then set some boundaries around those variable expenses so it's not a free-for-all and you have an idea of how much you're going to be spending each month. That's when you really start to feel in control of your finances. So is there a variable expense that always surprises you at the end of the month? Let me know in the comments. And remember, if you want to have a really clear picture of where you stand financially, what things you're currently doing right, and what areas you may need to put in a little bit more effort. Make sure you download my free checklist for financially empowered women. The link is in the description below. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss my next video. I'll see you next time.